Hey guys, how are you? Um, today I wanted to talk about a, I don't want to say experience, something that I tapped into the other day, which was really cool. And then someone had asked recently if I was going to be trance channeling Maitland, and there was synchronicities with all of that, and she has been surfaced more again lately. So I'm gonna try and see if she try and pull her in, see what she wants to say about this or about whatever she wants to talk about. Um, so it was just really, really interesting. I was in a meditative state, just like last week, I think this was, and I I was laying there, and there was some stuff that kind of happened before, but that's not super relevant. I mean, there's relevancy to it, but I don't need to focus on that, so I'm just going to kind of omit that part. But I was laying there, and I had my eyes closed, and all of a sudden it was like a box was, or I took a box. I took a box off. A box was taken off of my mind, my consciousness, and it was just like, whoa, because I have felt before how I'm everything everywhere all at once. Um and that can be a lot to feel right now, um with the resistance that I hold to that. This though was like even more beyond, on the level of, it was it was very much like, and it is like, now I know, and it's like, holy shit. Not, and it's very much this box. I have this box over my mind, my consciousness, and in this box, it's not just my head. It's not just my body, and it's not just this room, and it's not just earth, and it's not just the universe. It's like everything that I've believed to be reality has all just been my consciousness contained small in this box. And then this box was lifted off my consciousness, and it was huge, and there was no end to it. You think that you're looking for that edge, but the edge just expands out and out and out and out and out, and it doesn't stop. And you're waiting for a bigger box to come on top and contain it, but there is no bigger box. There's no bigger box. Your consciousness, our mind, our consciousness is completely limitless. There's no limitation to it. There's no bigger box. And I've been containing it in this tiny ass little box this whole time. Everything that I thought was reality is just like a little piece of what my consciousness is playing with, contained inside this box. And it's, whoa. I just, it was beyond. It was really fucking cool to feel that. Because you hear about people talking about it, but to actually feel the box being lifted off your mind, and to feel your conscious, like, because that's just it on top of it too, like, it's you can feel how limitless it is. You're waiting for this bigger box to contain it, and there's no bigger box, and you feel so light and so free. You feel so light and so free and so endless. And it was just really fucking cool. Really cool. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because there's you guys know who this is. This is not me. I can't do this myself. I don't like the feeling of my hands rubbing together. So when that's kicking in, that's Eric, Archangel Uriel, and I can't help it. Like, him and I are so intertwined and merged as one, that like he just comes through without my even trying. So that's when you're seeing this shit, that's all him, and I can't help it. Like, there's no stopping that crap, and I'm not gonna stop it, and I don't want to stop it. So I shouldn't have to. No one should. Anyway, that's complete side note. Yeah, so it's really fucking cool. It's really, really cool. like I said, there is like, you just, I could feel like it was the layer within the box felt contained, and it felt like I was in a box. And then on the outside, where the box was taken off, it's so light and it's so free, and there's no end, and it's so cool. So yeah, I just thought that was really cool, and I really wanted to share that with you guys, because this is actually a thing. It's real. It's real, and when you can start tapping into that, it's really cool, and I'm thankful. And I can also see, though, why I don't have the box off my consciousness all the time playing this. Technically, the box is off my consciousness always, but playing pretend like I have a box on my consciousness, I can see why I'm doing that right now. I'm clinging to still too much illusion, shadow, ego. I'm clinging to things that I feel like I need within this with the box on. The resistance to it, like I can see what all that is. So I'm working on it, but yeah, it was really cool. So hang on one second. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to see if I can pull Maitland in, and see if she wants to talk about this, and or whatever she wants to talk about. I'm giving her the floor. So let's see. My hands are being gripped onto quite strongly, and now my feet are too. Both my feet and my hands are being gripped onto really strongly. Feels like a massage, an energetic spirit massage. I'm here helping you to relax. Okay. Sorry, hang on. Almost there, but just give me a second. Okay, sorry. Oh, my heel of my foot is getting tickled. Okay. getting there. I'm wondering when she's gonna let me talk. Hi, how are you guys? So Chantal's funny. um, so as some of you know, I'm Maitland, and I'm excited to get to talk with all of you again today, and I'm excited that she's wearing her hair down because having long hair and wearing it down is always fun. Longer hair. Anyway, yeah, so how are you guys? Well, you guys are all perfect and beautiful and whole and healthy and amazing and wonderful and loving and beautiful and funny, and I love you all very, very, very much always. And I can't not, and you can't not be loved, and you're so loved, and I love you. um, yeah, so Chantal was talking about the limitlessness of the consciousness. And it's true. Within love, you're completely limitless. There has been playfulness going on within illusion over limitlessness without love. But that's all just a pretend game. And then when you remember that everything is love, then it still technically came from love. And you guys just have gotten really good at covering that up with the pretend stuff. Which the pretend stuff you made up out of love. One of the best comparisons that Chantal and other people like to give is it's very much like putting on a VR helmet and forgetting that you put on the VR helmet and then you take it off. And you remember that it wasn't real and all of this is actually real. This as in what's more than what you guys have been playing with seeing, feeling, hearing. There is no limit to you, to me, to us, to all, to God, source, whatever word you want to put on it that works for you. Your consciousness, the mind, the universe, reality. It's the intention behind the word that matters. It's not necessarily the word. Well, it's not the word. It's the intention behind the word. So as long as the intention behind the word is love, energy, God, source, the oneness, as long as those are the intentions behind whichever word, including those words, Eric, playing with my hands. I love you. We're all love. And it's all limitless in that. You guys are remembering what this is. And you guys are slowly taking that box off of your consciousness and putting it to the side and melting it away. Letting it go. And it's a slow takeoff. For good reason. Because you guys have put yourselves down a very deep rabbit hole of pretend play. A pretend VR game that you've completely forgotten that you signed up for, designed, put yourself into. So when you just all of a sudden throw the box off really fast, yet you're still clinging to pretend, it can be pretty overwhelming for your system. Because you are playing pretend still, and you're playing with resistance and blocks. That's why it comes away in layers, and that's why it's really important to remember what this all is and do the self-work. All that other stuff can be helpful and give boosts, energy clearing, past life regression, all that fun stuff. But you gotta remember, not but, at the same time, you gotta remember that what really is energy clearing, just playing pretend with the idea of dirty energy or negative energy, well, that's not real. How can energy be dirty or negative? That's just slapping a judgment over it. And the truth of what everything is all love. So there's nothing to clean. It's your own illusions that you need to work on. That's telling you, and that you're playing with, that there's something negative. And what is past life regression? Well, there is no past and there is no future. And it's all happening not only simultaneously, but it's also not buts at the same time. It's not even happening. It's a pretend game that you're playing. And even with generational stuff and ancestral stuff, those are all you. And it's your own pretend game that you're making up and playing. So that stuff's all well and good, but then it's also super important to remember to go within and get to the root of all of this stuff, what the illusions and whatnot that you're clinging to. Because that's the only way that you're really going to be able to face that stuff, so you can work on embracing it and melting it away and allowing then what's actually real to shine through. And as you do that work, that box starts to come off one layer by one layer by one layer. And it's really cool. Because what is here is really beautiful. It is limitless, but it's also really beautiful. And it's more love than what you guys are allowing yourselves to understand, know, remember, allow right now, but you're slowly allowing it. And it's okay to be going at the pace that you're going. You're going at the pace you need to be going at. And remembering that everyone is your mirror and reflection. Everyone is you. Everyone is spirit. Everyone is energy. Everyone is God, source, love. It's a pretend game you're playing that's showing you that it's not. And it's actually really funny. It is funny when you are in the space of not playing with these things and you're able to really see it for what it is. It is funny, and you can see it is a really big joke, because it really is. It's just like a pretend video game. It's the most advanced virtual reality game that's ever been played. It's funny because you guys are trying so hard to make really advanced virtual reality games and make them really cool and realistic looking, and that's what you're in right now. You're in your own made up virtual reality game and you don't even remember. But then when you take that helmet off, you remember fully. And it doesn't affect you in any way because it wasn't real. It didn't even happen. You just played pretend for a blip. A blip that didn't even happen. So, yeah. It's really cool. And we're excited for when you guys tap into that more and more. And remember, you're already technically there where you've lifted the box off completely. And you're allowing that limitlessness through. Mm-hmm. You've always been there. And you can't not be. You're just pretending that you're not. Pretty cool. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's all for now. I'll be back though. There's more I want to talk about. Chantal is in a little bit of resistant mode with this, but she's doing good. And we're always, always, always in so much joy to work with her and with all of you. Every single one of you. Remember that all is with all always. You guys don't need to worry about us needing to leave someone to be with you. We don't need to separate ourselves, and we can't separate ourselves. Okay? We're with you always. It's not that it's hard for us to access you. It's just that you guys put up blocks and resistance, and you're learning not to. So keep doing that self-work and focusing in on truth and all that fun stuff. And let's play. Because I'm here. We're all here. All right? Okay. All right. I love you all very much. And I will be back and we'll talk more, okay? Okay. I love you. Mwah. I love you. I love you. I love you. Giving you all really big hugs. I love you so much. I'm there. Talk to me, okay? All right. Bye. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Remember, you don't need one day a year to celebrate love, okay? Love is what's real and the only thing that's real. For a human word, a really good human word to describe it, it's love. And you can celebrate that every now. It doesn't have to be one day a year, and it doesn't have to be with just one type of partner. Remember, real love, the way Chantal puts it, and it's a good way to put it, real love is unconditional, not judgmental, unrestricted, open, shared, within compassionate neutrality. We can't actually love within opposition of one another. We're all very much in love with each other, and you guys just don't remember right now. But you will remember, and you're getting there. So, happy Valentine's Day in every now. And I love you all very much, more than you know. And like I said, let's play, okay? All right. I love you. I love you. Bye. All right. Well, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed that, got something out of it, and ooh, feel a little dizzy. It's not negative feeling, I just feel a little dizzy. Might Open my eyes a little too fast there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. You got something helpful and useful out of it. And yeah, thank you for everything. Yeah. I don't know when I'm going to make another video, and I don't know what it'll be about, but I will make another video. I don't know when I'm going to go live again. I know I will at some point. I'm just not sure when. I'm still very much just working on myself and my perceptions and learning to control my mind and all that stuff, and we're getting there. I'm making strides, but I still have more to go. I've been quite the show for the past few years, and I know that I've looked quite a mess on certain levels. That's why I try not to hide the fact that I have my chaos. And I know how I've come across at times, but I'm working on everything, and I know where my shit is. I know where my shit is, and I'm working on it. So thank you all, for anyone who stuck around, and for any of you who have given me grace with this journey that I've been on. I know that with certain people and with certain groups, I've in the past have looked crazy. Crazy, I don't like using that word, but I just to explain. I know I've had my very egoic moments. I've said things that, looking back, I'm kicking myself for, and I'm wishing that I had worded them differently, explained myself differently, used different tone of voice. That being said, I'm also trying to give myself grace, because I was in a space of navigating through a lot of my illusion, shadow, ego, in the first 2 to 3 years of my awakening, especially the first year, but the first 2 to 3 years of my awakening, there was a lot of delusion I was navigating through, and I was essentially doing a lot of it on my own without any proper help or guidance. And I did get a lot of judgment from a good number of people who, it's just difficult, because I know that we're family. And that's why there's been pain there. That being said, as much as I'm trying to give myself grace, I'm working on trying to give them grace as well. And in the other cases where I just look like an ass or an idiot, I apologize. There's certain people I would like to, unblock and apologize to. I'm just scared to right now. So you can even see him, nervously playing with my hair, because there's a level where I'm scared too. And, I want to judge myself for that. At the same time, no, it's okay to be scared. And I need to embrace that. And if and when there's that natural hit to unblock and reach out, then I will. That being said, what I can do through this is say that, I am aware of my shit, and I'm aware of stuff that I've said and done in the past, and I'm working on it. Even with how I am now at times, I know I can be harsh, and I know I can be passionate, and I can push myself in other people's spaces at times. But I'm getting better, and I'm making strides, and I am proud of myself for where I've come, for how far I've come from where I've been. So we're all doing the best that we can, and we're all on our own pace, our own path, our own journey, and I'm trying to remember and honor that as well. So all right, thanks you guys very much. Like I said, I hope you guys got something out of this that was helpful, positive for you, any of that stuff. So yeah, thank you. I love you all very much, and as always, have a wonderful now.